Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and today I'm bringing you a video where we're going to answer the burning question of what do you want the next Pinnacle Crucible weapon to be? Now, as I asked this last season, I made a bunch of tweets about this. I may have made a video about it, I can't remember, but I asked a ton of people and I made a poll in last season on the Twitter poll. The overwhelming decision was that everyone wanted a sniper to be the next Pinnacle Crucible weapon. Now, we had a bunch of different ideas about what the Pinnacle perk would be, and to be completely honest, the Revoker's Pinnacle perk, although it is kind of cool that it does sort of regenerate ammo, is really not the best perk. It definitely doesn't put it in alignment with the other Pinnacle Crucible weapons or Pinnacle Vanguard or Gambit weapons, in my opinion. It doesn't put it as an absolute top tier weapon, but that being said, it still is a pretty good sniper, and everyone really wanted the sniper to be the Pinnacle Crucible weapon, and it was, and so that's kind of a neat little added bonus to what we found out last season. Now, this season, I did the same thing. I put out a poll. I gave a bunch of different options of what to vote for what you wanted for the Pinnacle Crucible weapon next season, starting in October 1st, and the overwhelming decision, again, was shotgun this time, which was really surprising to me. I thought that a lot of people really didn't like shotgunning. Like a lot of people complain about shotgunning and aping and stuff like that. But I guess maybe since Titan skating has been nerfed, maybe it's not as big a deal or big an issue, or it's not complained about as much. And I mean, I know people definitely do not like the Lord of Wolves. That thing got nerfed. And it's still pretty good even after the nerf. And so I know people are really salty about that. But even still, the most highly voted weapon was shotgun on the Twitter poll. So whether you are of that opinion or not, what I wanted to ask was a really interesting question, which is what Pinnacle Crucible perk would you have on said shotgun, whether you want this weapon or not, or what would you like to see on this weapon? I have a few different ideas, and I've read through a lot of the different tweets, and I love some of the comments out there. One of the ones that's really interesting to me is how about getting a kill with a shotgun reduces the spread, sort of like a shot package, but you have to earn the shot package by getting a kill with the weapon. Or perhaps getting a kill with the shotgun increases your melee range, like you can lunge so much farther. So if you get a kill with the shotgun, you can then do a shotgun melee from very far away, something like that. There's a lot of different perks that we could put in that slot, and I want to get your ideas and your thoughts. I have a few other ideas here. Some have suggested a really cool concept, which is when you ADS, it fires a precision slug, but when you hip fire, it shoots a regular shot, which is also brings up a really cool conversation, which is if you had a Pinnacle Crucible shotgun, what archetype would you want? Would you want the slug shotgun, or would you want the regular shotgun shot? Or what fire rate would you want? Like, which type of shotgun would you like to see the most? Whether you're a fan or not of shotguns, we can all agree that with the proper perks, with the proper tuning, we could have a shotgun that performs extremely well in either Crucible or PvE. As we've noticed with these Pinnacle Crucible weapons, like the Mountaintop, for example, it works really, really well in PvE. The same thing for the Recluse, works insanely well for PvE. And so some of these weapons could actually translate over to being weapons that you acquire in PvP, but use for PvE or vice versa. I'd love to know your opinions on that, what you think about Pinnacle Crucible weapons being used in PvE, or vice versa, what you think about Pinnacle Vanguard weapons being used in PvP. What are your thoughts on that stuff? One other thing that's very interesting is that they could actually also introduce a completely new archetype of shotgun, something like a double barrel shotgun. There's so many different ways that they can go with this, and I don't know if it's going to be a shotgun this season. It's just they are starting to sort of run out of different archetypes, so there's not necessarily a ton of different options to choose from. Clearly, we're not going to get just another SMG. That would just be kind of ridiculous, right? Like, it wouldn't be very cool to have a Recluse and then to come out with another SMG. Unless it was just completely wildly different. Even still, even if it was different, I think people would be pretty salty and pretty upset about having another Pinnacle Crucible weapon of the same archetype. And so I think we're definitely going to see a new archetype. I also don't think that we're going to see a power ammo weapon. I would like to hope that it's not going to be a power ammo weapon. There may be some leaks on Reddit or something that I haven't seen yet, but hopefully not. It's not a power weapon because I would definitely not like to see the use of extremely powerful or OP power weapons come from the Crucible, but you never know with Bungie these days, right? Who knows what they're going to choose, but ideally, I would like to see something along the lines of what they have created so far, but just attach it to a new archetype of weapon. I think that shotgun seems to be the most popular vote, but if you don't agree with that, if you would like to see something else, a different type of weapon come up to the top and be showcased for the world to see, let me know in the comments below. What sort of weapons would you love to see become a Pinnacle Crucible weapon in the next season. And with that said, that's going to be the entirety of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to read through all the comments on your ideas and thoughts and opinions on the next Pinnacle Crucible weapon, and I'll see you all in the next video. Make sure to smash the like button if you like this. Have a good night.